What's up, everybody? James with Minhunter Comics here, chewing on a toothpick. Excuse me. Um, I apologize. We were supposed to have a Wednesday sale this week, and life just got a little crazy over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a full-ass show. We got a kind of a long one prepared for you guys. I got about 6 long boxes of new inventory, a lot of cheap stuff. So we're going to do, typically on Wednesday, we target the cheaper books. Well, that's what we're doing today. $5 books, $10 books, 20s, 30s. I think there's only a few books over $50. So today's going to be one you don't want to miss. I did get a bunch of very expensive books again as part of my paying up campaign to get bigger books. But I had to prioritize the antique shop. Last weekend, I ripped so many good wall books out of there that the shop was looking pretty bare. So I had to get a lot of stuff up on the walls over there. So if you're in the area, come on by because the wall's looking pretty good, man. Other than that, some of you have started some short boxes with me. Some of you have like 1 or 2 books with me. So let's see if we can get everybody to at least 10% off. If you get 10 claims, you get 10% off. And if you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. You don't have to be special. Anybody can do it. It's quite easy, actually. And here's my wife. Thank you, dear. For we are drinking Chianti today. This is a 2019. I forget the bottle, but I'll post a picture later. So greetings from, we have someone here from India. Thanks, Skandin. Adam McLaughlin, almost all invoices were sent. You're one of the piles I held just because you typically get more books and you only had a teensy pile. So I try to hold and give everybody a shot at 10% off. Can't always do it, but here we go. Let's get the party started. If you claim a book and you happen to be the first at it, it's yours. It really is that simple. I got a little stack right here, so we'll just get the party started. All right, up first, we have an Adam Hughes classic. It's from Topps Comics, Zorro #3, and I could swear I actually have another one somewhere. This is a gradable 9.6, possible 9.8 candidate of Zorro #3, Adam Hughes, which is the first appearance of Lady Rawhide on C. I also have a spicy cover, Savage Dragon 266. She's like, I'm selling your comic. He's freaking out. Here we have a Ghost Rider 87. I think this might be the first time I've ever brought this to a claim sale. First appearance of Wallow. A very scarce print count. That stinking that 90s Ghost Rider run at the tail end got some real low print counts there, and that's one of them. First appearance of Wallow. I also have a near minty mint. First appearance of Equinox, who is the son of Power Girl, 0 Hour #0. Down here on G. Good morning, Mr. Serjenko from Facebook. Who's gonna kick it off and get us started here? Let me see if I just made that worse or better. All right, there we go. I kind of like that a little zoomed out. All right, Zamboni is going to get our party started with a clean on Wallow. Now, there are some books today which you only have one shot at. If you ever see a dot in the corner, that's me thinking the book stands a shot at a 9.8. When you see that dot, that means I'm going to send that off to get graded. So you've only got 1 day to go for it. There's plenty of mint stuff here that I don't want to get graded. Like, this is perfect condition. I just don't really want to get it graded. From Archie Adventure Series, Zen the Intergalactic Ninja #1, and it's the Newsy. Nice, beautiful high grade on H. I've got a little Uncanny X-Men 1979 mid-grade 127. If anyone needs a 127 Newsy. See that dot? That means you got one shot. This is the second appearance of Rogue as a near mint plus 158 X-Men on the A. Mr. Rat. Here we got a near mint minus Newsy. Uncanny 171. Rogue joins the X-Men on I. I'm seeing Uncle Lou picked A first. A bunch of people liked that one. Chandler Sill picked up an I. Thank you, Chandler. All right. I have a gradable candidate of a Newsy. First appearance of Nimrod. That is 191 up there on E. Beautiful copy. Here is a mid-grade first Rachel Summers as the second Phoenix on B. Gradable copy. Psylocke joins. It's also the first battle of Wolvie and Sabretooth. No, that's 212. Can you guys remind me, other than Psylocke first appearance, what's the second big thing about this book? Can you drop that in the chat? Let's educate each other. I think 212 is their first battle, so I forget. That'll be on F, near mint Newsy. Tomlinson picked up Nimrod. All right. Looks like Jules picked up B as well. Mr. Stephen Oakley. Welcome back, Stephen. Got F. You're going to like the condition on that, Steve. All right, got a few more X-Men. Here is a mid-grade first appearance of Jubilee Direct. And then I have the near mint gradable copy Newsy version on B. So you got options there for first Jubilee. First cameo of Mr. Sinister. Oh, God, that's actually huge. That's a big deal. Actually, believe it or not, this is one of the few books today that I think is over 50 bucks. Full Frontal Jean Grey Nude. Also, it's a DC parody with Alf, Chewie, Yoda, and all sorts of aliens also popping up. It is a high-grade X-Men 245. We'll do the same thing here. You have a shot at the Direct and the Newsy. The Newsy's got a slight bump. First, Jim Lee on X-Men. Jules, you're doing pretty good today. Nice. Love to see it. Jules is also getting the Direct. And Todd's getting Newsy. All right. Here we have a mid to high grade Mark Silvestri 251. Classic stuff there on B. First appearance of Quanin, Near Mint Plus. X-Men 256 on I. Who wants to clean up some of these other ones that have been sitting here for a little bit? We got our third appearance of Gambit. Up there on A, high grade copy, of course. What's up, Mr. Brian? That Colt Uncle Lou, you did not get that F. Someone else beat you to that one. All right, Colt, I'm just going to put your pile here. You have a tendency to get a lot of stuff. All right, where are we? Mr. Astro Zombie, thank you. I think this is my second to last X-Men. We have a beautiful high-grade Jim Lee Classic 268 on H. And we'll end our X-Men with a near minty Newsy. First full appearance of Bishop on I. We'll branch out to something different with What If 44. What if Venom had possessed the Punisher? This is one of the classic What Ifs on E. Super high grade. All right, a bunch of people jumped on H, so just let me check. I think I got Palf first on the new H. Yes, sir. And Palf, I got your short box right in front of me, so that's easy. I just went to Tomlinson. You're not late. We just got started, Andy. You didn't miss much. Cheers, everybody. All right. I don't have this too often. I got a beautiful high-grade Shogun Warriors #1. Let's put it on I. And this, oh, some of these I forgot to price. Interesting. Maybe I'll just price them live. Hold on. Let's do $10 on a still sealed Death of Suits. Let's do $10 on a near mint Beavis and Butthead #1 on B. Mr. Pilgrim. The file's right there. This one is priced. Batman Punisher, first Batman Punisher team up. And we'll get into some DC. I got a beautiful high grade first appearance of Tim Drake. $20 high. We're doing $12. And if you guys give me a second, I can actually write a quick $10 sticker for those two. One. Two. Colt picks up first meeting of Jean-Paul Valley at Batman, actually, and Frank Castle. Chandler picks up Tim Drake. And Ben P picks up Beavis and Butthead. Excuse me. All right, now let's take a guess here. I accidentally didn't get these priced in time, so I'm just going to take a wild guess. We've got Raiders of the Lost Ark, this is first Indiana Jones. This one's a little bit nicer. I say we do $10 on that. Oh, excuse me, I had that reversed. This is the one that's nicer. That's the Newsy. Let's go 15 on F, and we'll do $8 on B. And then we got this gorgeous J. Scott Campbell, Batman 563, part of the No Man's Land arc. I see Goblin Comics got B. We're going to have a lot of cheap, affordable stuff today. So we're going to see if we can get everybody to 10% off. Goblin actually got both of those. Nice. Oh, Weddle. Got I. Oh, Weddle. Put it right there. All right, welcome back, John Crane. Good to see you. All right, here we go. Another one with duplicates here. Batman Annual 14. Classic cover and controversial book because of, actually, I can't even really say, I think, on YouTube. But Batman Annual 14, you can look it up. Classic stuff. It's a $35 high. This is about a near mint minus. We're going to go 20. And then I do have one that I think can get the 9.8. I'm putting that guy down here on I. And I would really like to get that graded. But we're going to give you guys a shot. The 9.8 of this is crazy. It's like 200 bucks. I've gotten it a couple times. Mikey Maz. Actually, I think you have a pile Mikey. There you go. Cole, thank you, sir. Oh, Weddle takes I. All right. I snooze, I lose. Nice. All right. What if 42 AF-15 homage and the first appearance of that six-armed Spider-Man on F? Ah, yes. This is one of the few things I've got today that is over $50. We got 120 for a high grade. Not just the first Tank Girl, but the actual full mini series. The whole thing's there. That's awesome. Thank you, McLaughlin. All right, then we have a high grade minus one little corner crunch right there. 15 bucks on E. I think Mr. Fry. No, Laura Lee. Got it. Thank you, Laura. Good snipe. And Jules gets an Infinity Gauntlet number 1. All right, anyone want a near mint newsy? First Vulturions. That's going to be down here on I. By the way, guys, we've had a couple good books here since the start of the show. Why don't we do this? Controversial cover, Savage Dragon 266. Let's lower the price. I can't exactly lower the price on C because, as I stated, I want to get that graded myself. So there you go. Goblin Comics. No, Meatball Mario got I. And F, for that matter. First appearance of Vigilante and Cheshire. Possible 9698. Titans Annual 2. Pilgrim got D. Possible 9698. Alpha Flight 33. First Lady Deathstrike. Put her down on F. The scarce fourth printing. First appearance of Doomsday right there. High grade, of course, on D. Ben is going to get Lady Deathstrike. Who wants a high grade Toxic Avenger number 1? That'll be on I. A high grade Spider Woman number 1 on E. Crazy, the that has become a pretty affordable book, I have to say. Stephen Oakley on I. Mark Fry, you did land that one. There you go. All right. I have a mid grade. I would say it's about a 7.5 to an 8. First appearance of Nightwing, Newsy, B. A high grade Watchmen number 1. That is a X-Men 267. It's a $20 high. It's the third appearance of Gambit on A. We're doing it for 15. Axionic. Thank you, Tom. Ben. Thank you, Ben. All right, here we have a mid-grade first appearance of Rogue. Avengers Annual 10 on E. Beckham's Big Day. Let me just write that. And Beckham, here, of course, is the link. And this goes for anyone who's got claims. Just make sure you fill out that link. First name, last name. Make sure your address is perfect. This will, after all, be where I ship it to. Beckham's Big Day. And Beckham, I think you're a newcomer, so I'll let you know. If you get 10 claims, you get 10% off. You get 20 claims, you get 20% off. So at any claim sale, anybody can get 20% off. All right, Chris Starr, number 8, a beautiful high grade, and I got a newsie here, and I have to remove the sticker. Any Misfit fans out there, that is Danzig's logo. He actually ripped it from this comic and used it for his logo. Pretty cool. 12-cent Adventure. It's a mid to low. First appearance of Lightning Lass from 1963 on D. Here we have a near mint, still sealed Ren and Stimpy, number 1, the newsie for you cartoon lovers. Roger, I will not do that. This is going to get graded if it does not get claimed. Let's see. Astro is getting Danzig. And Ben got Stimpy. I guess we can do this. All right, this is the biggest book of the night. I was kind of going to save this for the end. I just got this $300 high. I genuinely believe this might be a 9.8 contender. It is the incredibly hard to find, especially hard to find as a 9.8 candidate. Chew, number 1. You know it's the first print when you see the red. Everett Lee got an E. That rhymed. Mark Fry. Big book. Hard to see, but that is a dot indicating I think this might just be a 9698. Pretty nice value to this book, too. Wolverine learns Spidey's identity. Ned Leeds, death of Ned Leeds, and Spider-Man accidentally kills somebody in this book. They were really on something when they wrote that. Here's a perfect copy. What if number 50? What if Hulk had killed Wolverine? $300 bowed, got A, nothing there. Oh, got B. I'm blind as a bat. 300 bound. What's up, Enrique? Colts. Hey, Robin, how you doing? I got another gradable candidate of a what if book. We got 49. What if Silver Surfer had the gauntlet? That just might be a 9.8. That's up there on B. We got a lot of gradables today. This is another one. Possible 9.8 contender. Bane breaks Batman's back on I. Excuse me. Another possible 9.8. 353 first Mobius. There's always 2 sneezes. Always. Matthew, that is near mint to near mint plus. Uncle Lou. Rat. Watch out for this next one. One of the most popular Adam Hughes covers. We have a gradable candidate of his Vampirella #1 from the 90s. $50 high. I tend to move it for 40. You got one shot at that because I'm sending it. Very hard to find romance books. They got thrown away. They got not collected very much. We got one here. Young Romance 161 mid-grade A. Let's see. Matthew Goodman got C. Matt, I think you know the rules. If you get 10 claims, you get 10% off. Try to get it, my friend. Everybody, here's the link if you need it. I think I see Oakley got B. Nice, dude. All right. Another really scarce one, kind of in the same vein as that Adam Hughes. We have another Harris #1. Scarce, creepy #1. Watch out. That's got a nice 9.8 value. I might give a shot at grading it. We also have a perfect copy, first appearance of Jean-Paul Valley, who is Azrael. Deacon 975. What's up, Deacon? Okay. Do I need to sign up? Nope. Just see how you just commented just there? That's all you need to be able to do. As long as you do that, you can claim. If you claim something first, that's it. You just fill out that link so I can invoice you. All right, let's do a mid-grade first. Warhawk and Raphael Scarf, Marvel Premiere 23 on B. I actually could have gone higher in that price, but I actually got that for a steal at a sort of like a yard sale-y type of thing. So $20 we'll keep it at. Another mid-grade Iron Fist 12. First meeting of Iron Fist and Cap. Same thing. Killing Joke, the 5th printing with the blue font. I was first on the Vampirella. Negative, sir. You were not. Make sure you're in the live chat, not the top chat. Sometimes the top chat makes you look like you're #1. Make sure you're in the live. All right, here we go on E. Let's do X-Men Adventures #1. Possible 9698. First morph on I. Blue. Jules. All right, we got about a 9-0. Legends of Dark Knight. This is the first Cassandra Cain as Batgirl. $25 high. Doing it for 15 for you here today. Looks like we're starting to get some glare creeping in. Where's that coming from? That'll go away as the sale progresses. Oh, John Crane, Mr. O'Weddle got you beat by a millisecond there. Let's keep the near mint to mint flowing. I got first appearance of Scream, Lethal Protector 4. First, Lockheed, E166. And I got 2 near minty fresh. First appearance of Micronauts on A. And we're moving on to our next box. Uncle Lou. Jules. Tom K. Mr. P, how you doing, man? This. Okay. I actually have 2 left, so Goblin, 1 for you. Can we see Superboy? I think you're probably talking about the Adventure Comics. First Lightning Lass from 1963. I got 20 bucks. Everybody hit that like button. Morning, Mr. Tom. How you doing? All right. Gentlemen. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Anyone who does a full wall claim, I'm going to give you the Death of Superman still sealed for free. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. D's like wine at 12:30. I'm actually going to let you guys in on a secret. I don't talk about this much. I actually have some pretty crazy anxiety about these live shows. I don't know why. It's never a problem, but I found a little wine kind of helps. It does. Can you claim the wall before you put everything on it? No. You don't want to do that anyway. What if I put up like a $2,000 book? I only saw one of the A's. Let's see. Oh, Uncle Lou did get the other one. Okay. Well, honestly, now it's an even better deal. So tell you what, if you get the whole wall, which is really just 4 books at this point, I'll give you E for free. Yeah, you guys should see me on Saturday night. I don't know why. It's literally never been a problem, but I definitely have some anxiety that comes creeping in. It's like I used to do track and field. It's that same feeling like right before they start the race. I don't know why. All right, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. You can get Death of Superman for free. I also think that is priced particularly well. Hey Siri, start a timer for 30 seconds. All right, you guys got a brief window for this offer. Tom's doing it. Clear that timer. Tom, you got the Death of Supes for free. And knowing you, Tom, I bet you're going to get to that 20% off. So, good start. All right, next box. All right. Okay, folks. You know what we might have to do? That glare is really coming in. We're just going to kind of shift everything down a little bit. All right. I got a collection in with a lot of the 100 and 200 level Spawn that everybody dies for. I've got a lot of it. So if you guys are fans of that, I've majorly got it. Here is like a 9.290 first appearance of Spawn 1. That's on A. I have to kind of scoot it down because of that glare. And let's proceed with the rare ones. Here we go. These are all high grade. I will let you know when they aren't. Okay. Spawn 155. 154 is the first cameo of Zira. 156, first full appearance of Zira. 171, mid to low grade, but still very scarce, very desirable. Near mint, number 128 on F. If you can see it, it's $10. 127. Well, first of all, let's give whoever got A first. I think it's Action on it. You could always say claim all the Spawn and just get them all for yourself nice and quick. Zamboni. That was at the very beginning. You had a claim right up your pile. There you go. The Goblin picked up zero, end full zero. This was a cool collection. This was actually a walk-in to the shop where the guy actually didn't know what he had. He just had some Spawn comics back in the day, but he didn't really know anything about it. So I got to educate him, and he was very pleased to find that he had the particular pocket of Spawn that everybody wants. So I think he got a much higher payday than he thought. All right, let's continue the party. 129, 130, 136, 140. That's $5. I know it's a little hard to see on A. $5 on A. 138, 137, 153. Perfect condition 170. All right. See where we're at. Goblin got E. Goblin got I. The problem is I don't have a surface to put anything on F. That glare will go away. It's just, I'm a little surprised it's affecting us so much. That's all right though. Claim all the Spawn. You got it. Of course, that's allowed. There was actually only a little bit left, but you got it. Spawn fighting. Marvel Zombies. All right, so we got Marvel Zombies up next. All right. Oops, and one on the wall. All right, quick sip of wine. Cheers. All right, let's do some Marvel Zombies. This is a one-shot. I think it's actually just called Marvel Zombies from 2007. Same collection, actually. The guy had Marvel Zombies, and he had Spawn. Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness. I saw full runs of this were selling a lot higher than that on eBay. Just saying. That's on C. If it wants to stay. I think B is gone. And then the other one. Marvel Zombies 2 full run. Again, they were seemingly selling a lot higher on eBay. That's all I have of that. All right. Then we have the first appearance of Demogoblin, Web 86. Oh, no. Look at that. Another one. All right. To anyone who wants it, another gradable comic. Those got separated. I knew I had two. Eric Stevenson. Eric, please fill out this link right here. This will be how I invoice you after the show. You're going to put your full name, address, and your username so I can find you nice and easily. Eric Stevenson. And again, as always, it just takes about 3 to 4 hours after the show to get all invoices out. So just be patient. Meatball. Pilgrim. That one went a lot quicker that time. Guten Tag, meinen Freunden Hank. All right, Punisher invades Nam. It's a weird two-part arc in the middle of Nam where you had a Punisher crossover. So that was kind of neat. So I got that here on G. All right, 240 and 241 mid-grade copies. It's The Origin of Vulture, ASM. I think they're both Newsies. Yeah, both Newsies. Jules. Looks like I'll be putting that other tarp over that other spotlight. I got 2 spotlights in here. I thought I'd be okay just covering the one, but apparently I did need both. All right, what do we got? Holt. Sweet. All right, then we have, what we got? Some Spider-Mans. Okay, I got some mid-grade Newsy Spidey. Todd McFarlane, 303. Newsy. 304, Todd McFarlane, Newsy. E. 305, Todd McFarlane, Newsy. G. 324, that's a direct edition, but this one's high grade. 324B, Todd McFarlane. I got a couple of the random Spider-Hams. Spider-Ham 5, Spider-Ham 9, first sub marsupial, and I can't even read my own handwriting. Why do I bother? I don't know. All right, where are we at? Let's see what we got. All right, Deacon's going to get the D. D for Deacon. Jules. Jules actually got 2. Meatball. All right. Hit that like button. Amen. Astro. All right, this next book I probably should have put up with the X-Men, but it's ROM 31 mid-grade Newsy, which is a tie for the second appearance of Rogue. That's on D. Isn't that interesting that you get Rogue? It's also ties for the second first appearance. Both X-Men 158 and ROM 31 came out the exact same time, same week and everything. Boom. Half got C. Colt got D. All right, I got a couple of the Moon Knights. Like number 1, first Bushman Khonshu. Mid-grade Newsy, B. Here's number 2. These are all mid to high grade. This one's a little bit lower. That's the same book, C and D. Midnight Man, number 3. Some of these are non-keys. Classics and Kedich. I, number 8. Or you could just say claim all the Moon Knight. All right, Eric got B. Eric. There. Ooh, you know what? Actually, Mr. Palfrey got B, not Eric. Excuse me. Rat got C. Chandler got D. Rat got EI. Andy, I so agree with you. It's ridiculous. Dude, am I actually gonna have to like climb on the roof in a mid-claim sale to put up a tarp? That stupid light is really, really coming into our sale here. Joe Mountain's got G&H. Valuable real estate to lose A and F like that. All right. All right. And let's do the last of it. 9, 10, 11, 12, which is actually first Morpheus. That's a key. And 13, first meeting Moon Knight and Daredevil on E. That's the last of my Moon Knight that I got from this collection. Chase, I actually do strangely get that in from time to time, so maybe. H, C, and D. Chandler. And then B and G, claim all the Moon Knight. You got it. All right. Then we got Batwing 19, perfect condition, and 20, perfect condition. First appearance of Luke Fox. Number 20 is first Luke Fox as Batwing. And Lady Marabunta. Prices to $75 if I sold them separately. I'm doing 70. I think they're perfect. I think they're 9/8. And you're going to have one shot at doing it. Let's do B for Batwing. Oh, you know what I got here? I got a couple 90s gimmicks. All right, let me explain the 90s gimmick box. Actually, I have a specific box for it. This is the 90s gimmick piles. It's 5 books that are priced at $5, despite many of the books being more than $5. So it's $20 instead of $25 because it's buy 4, get 1 free. Actually, you know what? I might just leave this up here. So you can either say claim G, claim 90s, or I'll put them up here so you can see as well. So you can say claim C, claim G, claim 90s. It doesn't matter. I'll get it for you. And some of these bundles are particularly spicy. So Bob Leonard's going to get one. Bob, I think you got a particularly good one right there. Bob Leonard got one. Chandler got one. Joe Baker, you're down here. You got one. Ben is going to get 2. Colt takes 1. Todd takes 1. Marcus Henderson takes 1. Actually, you know, I have to explain this one book right here. This is, I did a video about this. This is a particularly weird one. They drilled a hole in the middle of this whole book. But the thing is, they didn't plan that with the story, so it messes with the story. It's one of the notoriously dumbest gimmicks of all time. It's hilarious. All right, that was Mr. Marcus Henderson. Eric's going to get one. Dude, if that light creeps much more onto B and G, I legitimately might have to climb on the roof and put a tarp up. I really don't want to have to do that, I have to say. All right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 90s bundles left. If you want any, let me know now because I'm going to clear the wall. Here's the link if you need it. Last chance at the 90s bundle. 90s gimmick bundle. Hank's doing one. And Robin's doing one. All right. All right, let's do some ratio variants for dirt cheap. Here is a Virgin Amazing Spider-Man 31 1 in 50 sexy black cat variant. We're doing for $10. That's how we do. An exclusive Art Germ ASM 25, $5. $10, excuse me. Store exclusive, another 25, the Venomized. Worth more than that, but we're doing just $7. Oh boy, those went kind of fast. Okay, hold on. Esmeralda got a C. Bowers got a D. Bowers got an E. And here is the link, of course. A new book, which has sort of become a modern Adam Hughes classic, Black Cat, covering. Oh, actually, you know what's funny? Jackpot right there, covering MJ as Jackpot. And the reason for this, it's speculated that that character wasn't performing so well. So we have Adam Hughes kind of making fun of that and shoving Black Cat in front of her. No, that's on D. Another store exclusive here, 47. Worth more than that, but again, we're just doing $7. 1 in 25. Worth more than that, doesn't matter. We're doing $7. J. Scott Campbell, cover price. What we got here? Terry Dodson, 1 in 25. We're just doing $10. First appearance of the Living Brain, Sinister Adaptoid, wraparound cover worth more than 10. 10 is actually just the cover price of cover A, actually. And we're just keeping it at that. So there you go. All right, where are we? Todd. All right. Any I's? Esmeralda got an I, and Eric got an E. Cool. Now here we go. This is cool. The 1 in 100 hidden gem variant, they price at 60 bucks. So you know how we do here. It'll be 40 bucks. That's pretty cool. The Gleason. This is not a key, but I always loved that Galactus cover. And what's funny is I feel like there was a little bit of inspiration from this particular cover for the movie. It's actually a Spider-Man book, but it was just an FF variant. I see Joe Baker. Let's see. Misfit. Todd. All right, some more J. Scott Campbell. Let's see for Campbell, another black cat. This is an exclusive Campbell from his website. It's worth 40 bucks, so we're doing 25. Tyler Kirkham, first appearance of Kindred, exclusive variant. We're doing for 7. This is actually, good thing I didn't. Do you see how that's like a connecting cover right there? That's a Red Goblin connecting cover. Here is an ASM 800, a Naughty MJ cover on I. All right, let's see what we got. I'm actually really enjoying the love for the new books. I never know how this stuff is going to do, you know? Harper. All right, Cool Beans. That's all of it. All right, let me get that box. All right, this was pretty cool. This was every single cover A, but also variant from the entire One Moment in Time arc. Here's what's crazy. When I priced it out individually, it comes to 100 bucks. We're doing it for half off, just to get it going on H. And I have the same thing of, oh, that's one more day, I think. Every single variant for one more day as well. Same thing. Those are half off bundles right there. Eric. Roger. Then we have the Lionel Francis Yu variant valued at $15. The Returns of the Black Suit of $5.39. This is the second printing, worth more than the first printing. That is $10. All right, then we have another classic J. Scott Campbell. This is a newsie. You don't see that too much. ASM 52 newsie. This is a Near Mint Plus, first appearance of Eddie's parents, the newsie on D. Same book, but direct, signed by Mark Bagley and who is it? Randy Emberlin with a dynamite seal. 35. Misfit. Jewel. Hot. All right. Aunt May learns Spidey's identity. $10 on B. Considered a cult classic because of how hated the art is. Peter Parker, 55 right there. I got a near mint for 5. Blade is bitten by Morbius, turned into Daywalker. Number 8. Meatball. Deacon. All right. First appearance of Corona, Spectacular 176, high grade. On A. The first Scarlet Spider solo series. On H. And then a Scarlet Spider number 1. Probably should have bundled those, but whatever. H and I. Baker. It looks like the light is going down, so this annoying glare, which I promise you will not be here next week, will be leaving us soon. I'm so sorry about that. I will have that blacked out by next week. I thought I was safe just blacking out the 1, but apparently we're getting it there too. First appearance of Spider-Man Velocity Suit. Velocity number 1 from the Gamerverse. Just a classic cover. It's not really key other than like first cover appearance of Demo Goblin. Spidey 24. Perfect condition though. This had a lot of key significance, so I didn't bother writing it. But actually, I'm just going cover price. That's what that book costs off the rack. Symbiote Spider-Man 1. Baker Harper. Harper picked up E. Six printing Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. C. Scarlet Spider. I also have a gorgeous Spider-Man versus Wolverine newsie, and then I happen to have a very different Wolverine Spider-Man newsie. I guess this was from the 90s, just some one shot. So I made a cool bundle. This is not adding any value. This is just the price of this book in the newsie alone. And you get a free book. Peter Becomes Spider Goblin is number 50 and a negative space exclusive. That's A, $10. Hectimus Prime. Powell. Harper. Whenever I get this book, it's weird that it's on Key Collector at all, but it says Tom Yates cover of The Man of Crystal, and it's got a nice value there. This is a near minty newsie. It's Swamp Thing 15. I'm nowhere near what they say. That's all right. $8. Here's a Saga of Swamp Thing 1 and a 2 newsie. Here's another full run for you. Dead Man Logan, that's the whole thing. They sell for $20 to $40. I had a perfect set, so I'm doing 25. Number 1, first appearance of Neo Hydra. Number 11, first cameo of Daniel Cage as Thor. Number 12, first full appearance of Daniel Cage as Thor. First Avengers of the Wasteland. Full run on H. All right, this was something pretty darn cool. And I have to actually do it like this. Marvel Comic 3-pack still sealed. Raiders of the Lost Ark 1, 2, and 3. The last sold, and I was only able to find one of these, by the way. The last sold for $60, and I could tell that it included about $13 in shipping. Here's the same thing we're going to do for $40 on C. Love those sealed packs. They're getting harder and harder and harder and harder and harder to find. Full run of Batman Who Laughs. They sell for 25 to $40. I'll meet you at the low. We'll do 25. Eric. Got that one. Same thing here. Dark Knight's Metal. They sell for $30 to $60. That's kind of crazy. We're going to do $30 on B. How? This is cool. I love when I'm able to put this together. Not only is it a full run of Maximum Carnage, very desirable run, but I got some newsies in there. So it's the Carnage complete run. These are all over the place. Sometimes I see them go as low as 60. Sometimes they sell for 150. It's insane. It's just all over the place. I'm going in the middle. Plus, I got newsies, so I think I got a cool copy. That's going to be here on I. Oh, we do have a big book coming up. Interesting. Another Virgin Store exclusive, sexy black cat cover. More than $10. Whatever. We're doing 10. Ben P. I'm gonna have to make some room. Harper. All right, here's a big book. All right, Amazing Spider-Man 408. It had a variant that came with a cassette that featured songs from the Ramones and some other things. Now they sell between 80 and $100. What I've never seen ever and couldn't even find any comparables of, this is a still sealed one that's a newsie. Never seen it before. I think I'm underpricing it by staying at 100, but there you go. There's some real scarcity for you, folks. On C. Immediate claim to power. I thought that was super cool. All right, we just cleared that box. That was actually kind of quick. Let's do another box. Let's do a short box. Oh, we got some spicy stuff in here. All right, this is a low grade first full appearance of Darkseid as well as some other things. New Gods 2 on D. High grade New Gods 3 first Black Racer on A. High grade first ESAC New Gods number 4 H. Mikey got it. First, Slig and Fastback, mid to high grade. Number 5 on B. Number 6, mid grade non-key. I probably should have just bundled all this, but whatever. First appearance of Suli, who is Darkseid's wife. Mid grade in Mylar. D. Or if you want, you could just say claim all new gods. Number 9, First Forger and All Widow, very high grade copy. E. Classic Orion cover, again, very high grade new gods. 10 on I. Do I have any more? Yes. I have I have pretty much the entire run. I think I was just missing number 1 and number 7. So how about this? If you claim all the new gods, because the rest of it is just like $5 books and stuff like that to complete the run. If you claim all the new gods, not only will I count it towards the discount as all these separate claims, but I'll do C and D for free. Okay? So that's an open offer. If you claim all the new gods, I'll give you some of the books for free. Penguin's doing it. Oh, Penguin, we shipped your box out last week, so we're starting a new one. What's that? Penguin 452. All right, give me a second just to write 3. All right, Penguin, I'm just going to keep your short box here. All right. This next one's a pretty big one. And this one, I did have all the keys, so I did bundle it. Full run of Mr. Miracle. The only book it's missing, I think it's missing 2 of the non-keys at the very, very end. There you go. Robert, you're a little bit behind. Full run of Mr. Miracle. There you go. It is mid-grade. Some of it is high grade. It easily prices to higher than that. So there you go. You can fulfill your entire collection in one shot like that. I also have the very popular. I was actually really surprised how expensive full runs of this were selling for. I guess it's kind of scarce, those final issues. Mr. Miracle, Tom King run, one of the best runs written in the last 15 years. Make sure you check that out on I. And if you do got it, it's actually worth something. Tom, rock on, my man. I got Roger Pilgrim on that one. All right. Boom. Look, our glare is finally going away. I only had a few of the Forever Peoples. I have a low grade with a bite taken out of the top. First, Desaad, right-hand man. 2, I almost just said Galactus. Jeez. Darkseid, excuse me. First mention of the Anti-Life, as well as Lonar. Mid-grade Forever People, 5, $10. Non-key, mid to high grade, 10, $5. First, Devil Lance, the Pursuer, mid-grade, $8. That's all the Forever People I got. All right. Then, actually, if you guys remember, I had a Demon #1 that sold last weekend. The same guy came back and sold me the rest of the run. I really wish he sold it to me all at the same time because it looks like we got a full run here. Demon #2, second appearance of Demon, mid to high grade. Demon #3, mid to high grade. Demon #4 may actually be a 9.8. It's ridiculous. So I would like to grade that because that's really cool. Tom, is that a claim on all the Demon? Let me know. I feel like I know you, and I feel like it is. So you can let me know if I'm wrong. All right. Then we have the 1977 reprint from Modern Comics of Peacemaker #1. It's a $60 high, and this is a mid to high grade copy. We're doing $40 on H, if you can see it. This one is so crispy clean, I was sort of thinking about getting it graded. It might be a 9.6. 1975, The Bog Beast. A little bit of, someone was asking for some horror in Near Mint, so there you go. Thick is going to get Peacemaker. Thick, it's so good to see you, my friend. Thick, you know what to do. Make sure you fill out the link. All right. Devil Dinosaur, not just #1, but 2 and 3. High grade on A. Crazy how affordable that's gotten. Oh, I got another big one for you guys. The full run of Supernatural Thrillers. And some of this is actually quite high grade. I was really digging the condition of #5, which of course I put on the front. First Living Mummy. You know what's funny? I thought today was a cheap sale. I might have found one of the more expensive boxes. There you go. Oh, Forever People #3, mid to high grade. I meant to put that in my antique shop, as you can tell by that sticker. $10 on A. Colt gets a pretty big boy. All right, let's do some 12 center. Teen Titans #2, mid to low grade, $20. Teen Titans #3, mid to low grade, $10. Teen Titans #4, mid grade classic speedy cover, $15. It says on G, $15. I know the glare is terrible. Same thing with #5. Here's #6, which is the first Beast Boy meets the Titans. Or again, you could just say claim all the Teen Titans. You could say claim the wall. You can do all kinds of stuff. Robin already did it. Claim Titans. You got it. More hiding in here. All right, Robin. All right, cool beans. Thanks, Robin. All right, there's the link. Boom. Still got that tiny pinch of Forever People chilling there. High grade, full run of year one, Frank Miller, D. Bernie Wrightson, Rare Seduction of Innocent book right there with 3 glasses. That's pretty cool. Never had that before. First, Ghost Rider Symbiote, Edge of Venomverse, number 3. It's a $12 high. We're doing it for 10 on I. Tom. Oh, excuse me. I have 2 of them on I. Edge of Venomverse 1. First, Captain Clintar. $5. Venomverse War Stories. First appearance of Ngozi. Right there. That's a great cover on E. Looks like I have 2. First appearance of the Resistance and the Poisons. Venomverse number 1 on H. It's $5. I know there's some glare on H right now. Oh, excuse me. I have 2 of those. Detective Comics 681. First appearance of Steel Jacket and Mackenzie Bach. Near Minty. On. I'm going to sneak it on J. Can you guys even see J at all? Not really. No, he is not. Mountains got a D. Hey, Joe Mountains, am I remembering this right? Are you one of the local pickup guys? Let me know. I could be thinking of someone completely different. Nolan Ryan, The Winning Pitch. Tony's The Tigers sports comic. Very strange. There you go. There's that Batman versus the KKK. The near mints go for like 15, 20. This is close. I think it's like an 8590. Brat's going to get our forever people out of here. Good news is the glare is going down. It's taking its sweet time with it, but it's going down. All right, who wants some high-grade bronze horror? I got some Man-Wolf. Very high-grade. Creatures on the Loose 36. Man-Wolf in Space. Number 45, First Other Realm. And one more Marvel Premiere, Man-Wolf 46. All very high grade on B. Or excuse me, G, B, and C. There's 2 on E. Harper. Tom gets the rest of the Man-Wolf. Colt Dude, is this true and did I just miss that? Colt, let me know if that is true, because then it would not go to Tom. Those 2 would go to you. I don't know how I missed that, but if that's the case, just let me know. We are going a little fast here. I have a super high grade Man Thing number 1, but I also got you a number 2. That's on C. All right. Sorry, dude. Good catch, guys. Good catch. I flat out missed that. There you go. High grade the movie adaptation. Conan. Newsy. B. Penguin. C. Annie. Another movie adaptation there. Movie adaptation Blade Runner. That's a mid-grade. That's worth a little bit more if it's newsy. Now, here we go. I got options for you. I have a near mint, and I have pretty damn close. That's going to be on H for 15 and G for 10. Mountains. Kevin Wade, you got one. I saw you've been second place a couple times. There goes my marker. Ugh. Jules. I'm really confused by what that just meant. That's okay. All right, we're moving on. Near mint, Vision and Scarlet Witch, number 1. B. RoboCop, number 1, near mint. C. Marvel Tales 150. I love this book. It's really cool. It's the first reprint of the ASM Annual number 1, which of course is the first Sinister Six. But they actually replaced some of the story beats in there. Like they changed what they're watching on TV to match the 80s. Kind of cool. Thornhill. Oh yeah, I said rat. I meant rat, but I said Tom. Now I understand what you guys are saying. All right. Oh wait, that's A. Thorn got B. What's happening, Thorn? Have you guys seen the new Fantastic Four movie? Oh, it was pretty good. Colt. All right, everybody's favorite. We have what we got here? 9.2 maybe. 184. First meeting or first team up actually of Punisher and DD. I don't know why I put the sticker covering his face, but there you go. Mid-grade first Deathstalker, Daredevil 113, $10. Here is a, what's it, 1969, maybe 1970, mid-grade, number 60. $15. I don't know if you can see that sticker or not. Tom. Luke Cage, first annual, number 1. Mid-grade, A. Mid to high grade, Kunlun Origin, Powerman 100. Anniversary edition right there. Good cover. Axionic. Thorn. Mr. Triplet. All right, where are we? Triplet, Thorn. Heaven. All right, here we go. Batman 3 Jokers, number 2, cover A, but most importantly, the 1 in 25 as a bundle on B. Excuse me. And then if you want an issue number 1, I got that here for you too. Negan Lives, number 1, cover price. Death, or not Death, final Walking Dead issue. Cover price. Looks like I actually have two of the. I don't know why they keep making those Jurassic Park movies. I really, really don't know why. All right, here we go. All right, Lex Luthor, unauthorized biography. Trump made a famous book in the 80s called The Art of the Deal. This is actually a cover homage to it. And obviously, um, this book has a little bit more heat now and a little more recognition. $5. Oh, here we go. Justice League 95, first Jimi Hendrix cover right there. Very valuable right there. That is a high grade copy on C. And if it doesn't go, I think I even want to get that graded. Oh, Tom. All right. The of all the Black Panther versus the KKK, I think Jungle Action 21 is the most popular one. Got a mid grade 21 on B. Here's all our mid to high grade Phantom Strangers. I like how I never had these, and now I've had a few claim sales in 2025 with them. So I'm really giving you guys a chance at these. Phantom Stranger number 2. Phantom Stranger number 3. Incredibly high grade once again. There's another Near Adams for you. Batman 424. Jason Todd makes his first kill. How? Little. Shevchenko. We're caught up. Second appearance of Nightwing. The Death of Terra. High grade Titans Annual 3. Finale of the Judas Contract. First appearance of Vigilante. Patricia. Something in costume. Can't read my own handwriting. Deathstroke number 9. House of M number 4. First Layla Miller near mint minus. All right. Ooh, Nightwing Annual 2. Um, Amazing book. Shows the whole romance between Dick and Babs. Everybody loves this copy. Same thing with, ironically, from 2016, Batman Annual number 2, which is the Batman Catwoman romance. Something about those annual number 2s everybody likes. Weddle, you got it. Vengeance of Bane Part 2. Sorry, I don't have Part 1 this week. All right. Mid to high, full run, Death in the Family. Perfect condition, full run of Colt. First Deacon Blackfire. B for Blackfire. I got a couple gradables here. Detective 576. Todd McFarlane. Batman covered. Possible 9698 on A. First appearance of OMAC. It's a tough one to find in high grade. I got one here for you on F for 20. Everett Lee. There you go. Even. Marvel Superheroes, issue 16. Wow, I got glare on the actual book now, too. Jeez. Oh, come on, man. Now we're getting glare there. First Phantom Eagle in the Silver Age. A beautiful, well-presenting mid-grade. First Solo Medusa. That's issue 15, mid-grade on A. B. Nick. Special Marvel Edition number 1, high grade. G. High grade. All right, and then a Tales of Asgard number 1, mid to high grade. H. Goblin, where are you? Goblin Dog, there you go. We had a couple decent things in that box. Make sure to hit that like button. And you know what I'm going to do? All right, moving forward, I'm going to go under cover price for final issue of Walking Dead. We're going to make them $5. It's cheaper than what they cost off the rack. There you go. The final issue of Walking Dead, $5. Kevin, Bob, easy. All right. First Ghost Rider Symbiote, $12 high. We're doing them for 10. Is still here. Giant Size Man Thing, Death of Dakim, the Enchanter. Nice copy. Beautiful looking book. Iron Fist number 8. Classic cover, Origin of Iron Fist. Mid-grade, sharp looking mid-grade on B. I think that's a John Byrne. Where are you, pal? There you are. I got Colt on that one. Low grade. Shazam number 1. Showcase 48. The listed low was nowhere near $15, but I'm doing $15. I'm nice. Robert Hubble Jr. I think I saw you get second place a couple times. So there you go. I'm glad you got one. If you get 9 more, which means if you get a total of 10 claims, you get 10% off. So try to get it. And there's the link. So Rob, I just need you to fill that out. That's how I get you invoiced after the show. Thank you, Nick. from Facebook. I'm going to put up Showcase 44, Tommy Tomorrow. Indeed. I have a gradable 9.4 or better, Shadow number 1, 1973, I think. All right. Metalman, 31. I only got one. It's a 12 center, mid to low grade. Number 31. First Amazing Man. Thank you, Deacon. Thank Penguin. Superman, 168, mid-grade, 1964. 12 center, $10. First Signalman in the modern age. Detective, 466, mid-grade. Detective 443, Origin of the Creeper, 100-page giant, $20. Norin Rad, that is a great username. All right, Silver Surfer, here you go. Listen, Mr. Surfer, just make sure you fill out this link. This is how I get you invoiced after the show, okay? John Crane, you got one. Ooh, you got two. Nice, man. What'd you get? You got B and E. Am I reading that right? D and E. Where are we? And then Nick from Facebook. Colt. Rat. Oh, that's a little late. That's okay. Shipping is very, very easy. Couldn't be easier. I invoice you. It's if you're on the East Coast and it's a small box, it's probably going to be 10. If you're California, it can creep up to 20. If you're shipping out in like a long box or if it's a short box, it can actually get even higher than that. I will ship anywhere in the world, Mr. Shah. Here's the catch for all international shipments. You're sending me the shipping label and the customs of your choice. Whatever carrier you want to use, no problem. I'll do whatever. But you just got to send that. All international shipping works that way for me. Okay. All right, let's do some Deadpools. Volume 1, I got 53. 56, some sort of classic cover. We have a mid-grade Punisher, the first ongoing series, number 1. Riddler, year 1, which was Batman Annual 8. Detective Comics 578, another gradable. McFarlane cover, 578. 1E. Oakley. Alfred. Colt. Oakley. All right, let me get another stack. You'll get it, don't worry. Mid-grade First Minutemen, part of the TBA FF 352. I got a Newsy First Bedlam and Terrence Armandson, Factor X, Number 1, a newsstand. That's cool. This is just a classic Alex Ross, $10, $7.96. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 1. This is the first time I've ever had a first print. Mid-grade E. Laura. High grade Weird War Tales number 3 on G. Mid to high, first, is it Avatar? I think that's Avatar on B. Penguin. Penguin, I actually got another one of those you might like. Weird War Tales number 4 on A. Jules. Frankie Ray becomes Nova, mid to low grade, $10. Newsy. First, Valeria Richards, Conceived in the Negative Zone, FF254. All the spawns sold. Bowers. The Dreaming by Vertigo, number 1, high grade. G, some sort of key. I just forgot to write what it was. Mid-grade Crisis, number 7, Newsy. And mid-grade Crisis, number 1, Newsy. Perfect copy. First Midnight Sun solo issue. J. First Layla Miller still here. First Bedlam and Terrence Arnonson. Newsy still there. Perfect copy still sealed. First solo series Morbius. First appearance of the Sovereign 7 and first Chris Claremont creator-owned DC book. Strangely, I think I have another one in another box. First, Hybok the Power Scroll, perfect copy, FF358 on H. All right, first appearance of the General, Detective 654, which is a Robin villain, and I threw in his first cover appearance. And E, first Kelly Jones on Batman, Detective 651. First appearance of the second Bloodsport, Near Minty, G. Zamboni. Thanks, Nick from Facebook. Marvel. Chili, number 5. This was Marvel's sort of clapback to Archie. Chili, number 5. Jenny Frison variant of Dazzler, number 4. That is a beautiful book. A high-grade Francis, Brother of the Universe, and Newsy. Bet you haven't seen that too many times. Todd. Those of you who like your high-grade horror, Black Magic, number 1. A gradable copy. All right, I have 2 mid to low grade Spidey Super Stories, number 1. Someone gets C and D, I'll do it for $8. I'll shave $1 off each. Don't forget to like that video. More romance, this time from the 60s. Teen Confessions, number 47, from Charlton, mid-grade. Mad About Millie, number 15, mid-grade on E. Hey, there's that Batman annual I was talking about. Big romance issue with him and Catwoman. First appearance of Amygdala, as well as the first Egghead appearance in actual comics, Shadow of the Bat 3. First appearance of Shadow near Mint, Longbow Hunter, number 1. First appearance of Auron, Legacy of Superman, near Mint, number 1. First appearance of Jericho, Teen Titans 42, number 1, high grade J. The Death of Brother Blood, near Mint, Titans 41. Hubble. First meeting of Batman and Judge Dredd. Detective Comics 639, near Mint. First appearance of Sonic the Hedgehog, if you count the preview inside. I have a few copies. One of them is a newsie. First appearance of Thunder and Lightning, Titans 32 on E. I also have Superman 1978, number 1. And then we'll fill the wall with a Man of Steel 35. First static in DC Comics, Mint. Weddle. All right, so Weddle, thick. One more on E. Hubble. Pilgrim, we don't have an R. What did you mean? Flash Annual number 4, and for some reason I think I did not notice that it's a newsie. First Chilbane right there. That's a cool one. First appearance of Silver Monkey, Detective 685. This is not a key, but I think it might be a 9.6 or a 9.8. Shadow number 7. It's just a Bronze Age book in unreal condition. What can I say? Clear that. Beckham Big Day, I'm moving you down here. I'm actually shocked that we haven't sold 2 of my Spidey Super Stories, number 1. Still got them. We got that high grade first OMAC on F. All right, here's all the book and record sets. I think this is the only one that actually had the record, the Planet of the Apes. The others did not have the records. I'm going to make them be a blind buy. There's 3 of them. Each one's a different title on G. Weddle gets up. Batman. Next up is Star Trek. Classic JSA JLA, a beautiful presenting mid-grade Justice League 56, 12 center. Crane got a Star Trek. There's only one more, Werewolf by Night. Esmeralda. And don't miss, I actually has the record in it. Tom Key got an E. First appearance of Star Breaker, high grade, Justice 96. Help me clear this wall. We've got some spots that have just been here too long, man. Too long. Again, if you get C and D, it's $10. I will do it for $8. Or if you claim the entire top row, I will give you one of the books for free. If you claim the bottom row, I will give you one of the books for free. A gradable copy of Justice League 17. Strangely high grade right there. Yeah, that's really nice. Obviously a 12 center on E. Second appearance of Starro. High grade, 65. Definitely getting graded if it doesn't go today. Again, claim a book on the top row, you get a book for free. Claim a book on the bottom row, you get a book for free. Let's see them go. I see Uncle Lou. Tom got G. Al Davia got an I. Baker. Make boys. Tom. All right. First Silver Age appearance of the Golden Age Robin. That is a beautiful mid-grade, number 55 on B. Here we have a beautiful mid to possible into the high grade range, number 41, first appearance of the Key. Justice League villain right there. And here, number 50 is the anniversary cover, and it is just very high grade. As you can see, I want to give a shot at grading it. It's that nice. 300 is going to get B. Tom got D. Oh, and E. I have another one here. Strangely sharp. This one's even in Neal Adams. I want to grade it if it doesn't go today. Very high grade. Here's a beautiful mid-grade 68. It's the final 12 center. It's 72. Mid to high. Mid-grade 73. First Golden Age Superman in the Silver Age. Always surprised that doesn't have a higher value. Or you could just say, claim all the justice, and you'll get it all. In fact, if you do that, I'll give you a book for free. Death of the Black Canary. Mid-grade copy, Superman versus Superman, Neal Adams on G. Claim JLA, gone. Not only are you going to get that, but for your claim on JLA, you're going to get that pesky C. For free. You're going to get that pesky J. For free. Sovereign 7. For free. And I'm even going to give you the first OMAC for free. That's really good. You kind of crushed it just there, so good job. Next. Okay, we have a gradable copy, classic cover, DD versus Punisher, 257 on A. Full run of Daredevil Yellow. Got it. And Marvel Tales number 2 is actually the first reprint in 1965. I wonder if you can see that. First reprint of the first appearance of the X-Men. Surprised it doesn't have a little higher value. If all the Golden Record reprints can be so expensive, surprised that one's not. Uncle Lou, good one. Uncle Lou, I'll see you in the shop this week. Thanks, pal. Let's do a big boy. We have a mid to high grade. First appearance of Star-Lord, Marvel Preview, number 4. $100 on C. All right. Hulk 407, high grade. First appearance of Piecemeal, D. Mid-grade X Factor 23, first Archangel. Captain America 434, high grade, first Jack Flag. It's also a first cover appearance. I do like that cover. Cap 431, first Free Spirit. I see Pilgrim on Piecemeal. I see Bowers on Jack Flag. I see Bowers on Free Spirit. First appearance of Blacksmith and Marrow, X-Men Prime. Perfect copy. Perfect copy, FF Annual 23, first Ahab, Newsy. On A for Ahab. First, Dr. Cecilia Reyes, X-Men 65, perfect copy, G. Baker. All right, then we have First Clan Chosen and Sincere, Cable number 1, H. Wolverine number 97, near mint, first Chimera, D. Wade. Secret Avengers number 1, first Secret Avengers and first Shadow Council, mid to high grade, $4. We have some more perfect copy first appearance of the second Bloodsport. And if you need a reminder, oh, look at that glare. That's terrible. These all came from a sealed pack that have never touched customer hands for 40 years. So, or 30 years, excuse me. 1993, I think. I forget. All right, $10 high. We're going to do it for $8. First appearance of Seer L, an alternate Supergirl. Tay, I'll reach out to you after the show, my friend. Thick, thank you. Mikey, thank you. Nick from Facebook, thank you. Silver Surfer number 100. It is just an anniversary cover. The only reason I want to grade it, it has a surprisingly big 9.8 value. So I'm going to give it a shot, but we'll give you guys a chance. All right, Bloodsport. Canarico, thank you. Death of Aunt May, near mint. ASM 400. 1, 2, actually probably have more. I guess just 2. Perfect copies. Same thing. These were in a distributor pack, never touched customer hands. Batman Annual number 7, first appearance of Captain Leatherwing, the pirate version of Batman. Condition of C is about a, I said it's mid verging to high. I don't know, like an 8.0. First appearance of Tallyman, perfect condition. Sealed, direct packs, never touched customer hands. Got a few of them. Might be a good book to get graded if one of them doesn't sell. I don't know. Give you guys a shot. Crane gets one. So does Thick. And so does Marcus. All right, classic Jim Lee cover of Superman making out with Wonder Woman. That's up here on A. $10 high, I've never been able to sell for 10. Origin of Apocalypse, I do 5 on it. There you go. First appearance of Bastion, the villain from the X-Men 97 show. Near mint. First Henry Ducard, about a 9.0, $4. Near mint, first Mr. Bloom, Batman 43 from the New 52. Look at all these cheap books we got here. Nothing but affordable stuff here. Very easy pickups. Baker. Weddle. Hubble. Thick. Burgess. Eyes gone. Nothing there. Perfect copy. First appearance of Barbed Wire. Funny thing is, Pamela Anderson's getting a lot of attention right now in the media. First solo Elektra series. G. First cover of Spoiler, Robin #4. The Tim Drake Spoiler thing was always my favorite romance in all of comics. I loved it. JSA 76, classic Mr. Terrific cover from Alex Walsh. And I think #3 is the key. Yep. 1 through 3, Fallen Angels, all high grade, of course. Brain. Thick. Goblin. All right, near minty, first full appearance of Nate Richards, the father of Reed Richards. FF 232, first Elementals of Doom. Newsy. Another low grade first Frankie Ray as Nova. 244. An old-fashioned Mint Hunter Comics Max Pack. Those of you who've been following me for a few years know about these. That's when I get a sealed Darker Image 1, a Max 1, and 2. That's the Ultimate Max bundle on E. Max Pack. Horn. Death of Hal Jordan. Final Night, number 4. First appearance, cover appearance of Slipknot. That may come to be a very underrated book right there. Firestorm 28. Gee. Thick. First appearance of Goldenrod, another cover appearance too, number 19, Firestorm. Titans Annual 7, first Lord Chaos, and first appearance of Team Titans. Near mint, I. Got some super cheapies up on the wall. Help get them going. This is the stuff, when you buy this stuff, you can put yourself into the 10% and the 20% off range. Near mint, first appearance of Headhunter, who was a one-time villain until Tom King brought him back, actually. I have a couple perfect copy 486s, first Metalhead. Another distributor pack DC book, never saw the light of day. Never seen customer hands. So it's super, 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 super minty. Koryak, the son of Aquaman, first appearance, number 5. And J. I also have first Annie Parker, Renew Your Vows, number 1. On I. Really surprised that that's not more. Daredevil, High Grade, Newsy, first appearance of Bangle. Another first appearance, that's a cover appearance. Bowers. Let me check to see if you have a pile, Bowers. Oh, no. Penguin. This was a remnant from the Superboy sale. It was a person was a non-payer. It's a low-grade Superboy 85. It is a 10 center though on D. Another first Chillbane, Flash Annual 4. First appearance of Shotgun, Daredevil 272. First appearance of Chanda, T'Challa's grandfather, and the first Black Panther number 1. First appearance of Onomatopoeia from Kevin Smith, Green Arrow number 12, Newsstand. Look at this full wall. Let's help get this gone. Panarico. Oh, snap, I'm hungry. How? Thick. First appearance of the Iceberg Lounge, Detective 683. A bunch of these sealed Marvel versus Capcom. I actually couldn't find any value on them, so I'm gonna do super low. Let's just do $4. Marvel versus Capcom #1 sealed copy. It's probably worth a hell of a lot more than that, but whatever. Clayton starts us. Bet they're all gonna go. We'll just take them down. All right, so Clayton. I see Meatball. Baker, 300. And then I got one more. Goes to Astro Zombie. Cool. First appearance of the Absolute Martian Manhunter. That is the 1 in 50 right there. Just $15. I also have the 1 in 100 for just $20. Manosaurs from Entity. Gold edition signed by the creator. Very cool. $10. Luke Cage, #3. First Gideon Mace. Third appearance of Luke Cage. Mid-grade. $15. The Firestorms are gone. Tom. All right. Doctor Doom appearance, #8. Luke Cage, #8. That's high grade on that one. $15. Another first Luke Cage annual on I. Zapardo, B&H. Make sure you fill out that link. Thanks, Zapardo. I'm surprised more people didn't jump on that, actually. I had good prices on those. Robin. Adrian. Colt. Got you already. Here's the link. All right, first ongoing Lobo and Lobo's back. Thought I'd bundle the two of those on B. Keep the bundle. Legion of Superheroes 318, first appearance of Lady Memory, which is a really cool character, by the way. On D. Half. First appearance of Jesse Chambers, Jesse Quick, and Liberty Bell. On H. The first appearance of Perpetua, Justice League Annual #1. This is a $15 book all day. This one had a weird, like, scuff up here, so we're going to lower it to just $5 on B. Thick. And Peter. Peter, I just put your file in here. Where the heck did I put you? Peter. Oh, you're down here. First appearance of Njort, Justice League International 10. All right. Iron Man 116, Death of Count Nefaria, mid-grade copy, I. First appearance of Dune, Riri Williams' father. They say it's $15. We're doing $8. Kevin. Ooh. Wow. All right, I'm just going to take this scary big boy book away. Henrico. Not many Brother Voodoo keys, but I got one. Avengers 54. Brother Voodoo becomes Dr. Voodoo. They say it's a $15 high. I don't know about that. We're doing $8. Iron Fist 13. Mid copy. First preview of Sabretooth. Infinity War 2. First cameo of the Goddess. G for Goddess. Near mint. Infinity Inc. Number 1 on I for Infinity Inc. Any Valiant? No. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't think so. Mid-grade Gauntlet number 3 for Taraxia, as well as Master 8. Here's a high grade number 6, the final issue. Perfect copy, first Nomad solo series, and Newsy. They say it's an $18 high. We're going to do $10. Noctera, number 1. I think it's a option series, something like that. Deacon. First Night Thrasher solo series. Let's see. Very early Todd McFarlane and Liefeld collab. New Mutants 85, near mint. New Mutants 6, first appearance of, I think it's the Hunters or the Hounds, I forget. Mutant Hunters, near mint. And I actually have 2 copies of anyone who wants that. Palf gets 1. Harper got the other. All right, near mint. New Mutants 50 has a cameo of Grimjack from First Comics. What odd. Art Germ variants. New Mutants number 1. Very popular Art Germ. New Avengers Annual number 1. Marriage of Luke Cage and Jessica, whatever her name is. Jessica Jones, yeah. Why the hell did I not know that off the top of my head? I don't know. All right, we'll finish up this cheap box, and then we'll get to a short box of a little bit more expensive stuff. First team up of Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Iron Fist, Power Man, Daredevil, and more. Luke Cage. I forget Luke Cage is Power Man. There you go. Mid-grade, Newsy. Mighty Thor, which is Marvel Spectacular #1 mid-grade, $10. Oh my gosh, how many of these are we going to have today? Mid-grade, first indie, Raiders #1. Meatball. What's up, Phil? Icon #40, incredibly scarce. Less than 6,000 copies even got produced. They say it's a high of $30. I don't know. Sometimes the rare stuff doesn't move so well, so I'm doing a full $20 under what they're saying. There you go. Marcus. First Krugar. Sorcerer Supreme of the 31st Century. Guardians of the Galaxy Annual #1. Perfect condition. Absolute Green Lantern. The foil. Absolute Green Lantern #1. The 1 in 50. And the classic fridging. When Kyle Rayner's girlfriend got shoved in a fridge and it traumatized many children, including myself. And again, that's a 1 in 50 right there. All right, Green Lantern 57 is a Doctor Strange and Wong, obviously from Marvel, cameo in a DC book. They also have the name of, what's it, Bleecker Street or something? They have the name of the street in there too. Oh my God, did I really lose the sticker? Is it Effigy? No, I don't remember. This one's the first appearance of Effigy. Green Lantern 110. It's a GL87 homage. Martin Van Wyck, first appearance of Effigy. Oh my God, I forget what this is. I don't even have a price on it. It's $4. It's some first appearance. I'm so sorry. I'm drawing a blank. Kevin. Penguin, if you're watching, here's another one I think you want. GI Combat 152, gorgeous copy. There's no room on the wall, so just let me know. I'll pop it in your pile. Thanks, pal. First appearance of the Hellfire shotgun. That's just a little $3. Ghost Rider 14-year mini. We have a full wall. I think you could do a full wall claim and get some free books and barely even notice it. This is a cheap wall right here. We'll take GI Con. Do I know you or what? Marcus Henderson, thank you for playing on E. I'll give you guys another shot at a home run full wall claim. Another $3 classic Ghost Rider cover. Do a full wall claim. I will give you 3 books for free. I'll give you 3 books for free if you do a full wall claim. Thank you, Bowers. First Suicide in its place. Full wall claim. You get 3 free books. Deacon on I in its place. First, Michael Battolino. Claim wall. Free. 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 Easy. All right, all right. And again, not only did you get some free books, but your entire stack is 20% off, Mr. Tom. So you're doing pretty good. All right. First Firestar Solo Series, all near mint, the whole thing. All right, then we got a gorgeous near mint Newsy 293 ASM, Craven's Last Hunt, Part 6. That's the finale. Here is a very fine plus 294 near mint. Excuse me, Newsy, not near mint. ASM 397. Nice high grade first appearance of Stunner on H. All right. Good ball. Did no one get C yet? Oh, there it is. All right. First appearance of Lady Octopus, near mint, and just under. I got another one there, 408. First Sovereign 7 and first Chris Claremont creator owned series. We have a couple more of those. Something is Killing the Children, number 1. The surprise incentive variant. I have 2 on H. First appearance of the Slapstick. I actually made a video about that guy. Classic Art Germ, Sins of Sinister, number 1. I think one of his best on A. A for Art Germ. We still sealed first appearance of Night Terror, Ghost Rider Annual number 1. It even comes with a card. J. Scott Campbell's Gen 13, number 1, near mint. G for Gen. Generation X, first Chamber, first cameo of Penance. Perfect copy on E. Generation X, number 2, first full appearance of Penance on J. Why did I not bundle those? I do not know. Thanks, Marcus. Hubble. Those Slapstick. All right, first appearance of the Astronomer. Near mint, Silver Surfer 4. Controversial cover. Spider-Man's blooges all over the cover of She-Hulk, 29, D. Master of Kung Fu, 77. First Zaron the Weapons Master, high grade. I. Get back up there. First Thunder Sword, as well as Beyonder in physical form. That looks like a 9.8 right there. That's beautiful. Secret Wars 2, number 1. First appearance of She-Dragon, Megaton Man, number 1. D. From Kamiko, Salmon Max, number 1. $3. Look how cheap this wall is. Cheap, cheap, cheap. All right, what we got? All right, Ren and Stimpy #1. That is supposed to say $5. First Dan Slott comic. A. He was famous for Spider-Man, so this is his first time on Spider-Man. Let's see if I can write that. My handwriting is terrible, but you get the idea. On A. All right, Ragman #1 near Mint F. The very controversial issue in where they tear apart Punisher's face and they make him black. Punisher 59. Ridiculous storyline. Zapardo. All right. All right. I'm going to offer something kind of bizarre. I'm getting a little bored with the super cheap stuff, and I'm really excited to get to the more expensive stuff. So why don't we do this? Instead of just a full wall claim, if you just get the rest of this box, which is about this big, it's all 4, 5, 6s, and 7s. You get the rest of that box, I will give you the entire wall for free. Okay? I don't think I've ever offered a discount that big. I'm going to give you a minute. If no one takes it, we'll just go ahead and show the rest of the box. I'm just really eager to get to that freaking short box. I mean, that's some good stuff. And in the meantime, someone explain to Bamsey how it works in a nice, concise sentence or two. Tom K is doing it. That's easy. So it's gonna take me a while to write free on everything. That is probably not financially smart for me to do that, but that's okay. Free. Free. I've never done that before. Free. 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 Oh my gosh. Free. Free. Cool. All right. Thank you, Mr. Tom. Let me just transfer over to this box. Give me a second, folks. All right, awesome sauce. Sorry that took so long. You say claim in the chat, and he gives you a link. That's correct, and you pay everything when you get the invoice. All right, awesome, and there is the link. All right, awesome. Oh, yeah, get this little page too. Okay. Here we go. A much more exciting box. Mid to low grade. First, Asmodeus Major villain to the Spectre, and this is the first Silver Age appearance of Spectre. $50. It's about 4.0. Then we have a high grade, but it does have a pop staple down here. 61 is the second Silver Age Spectre. And then I do have the third Spectre right there, mid to high. Boom, boom, boom. Spicy stuff. I have the Spectre number 3, mid to high grade, Neil Adams in Mylar. I have the Spectre number 4, Near Mint in Mylar on E. Then we have mid grades of number 7. And then some Nick Cardy classics like number 8. My favorite of all time, number 9. And number 10. Good stuff. I see Zamboni on A. I see Tom on C. I see Lou on E. I see Lauren Rad on F. I see Peter on 9. I see Tom on, what's that say, F and I. Well, at least you got I. All right. Then we got Ghost Rider 29. First meeting of Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider. High grade C. Number 10 is a reprint of Marvel Spotlight 5, which is the first Marvel Spotlight. And what's interesting about this cover is it is false advertising. He fights Hulk, and yet Hulk is nowhere in the issue. I don't know why they would do that, but there you go. Mr. Norrin got a G. Mr. Tom got a D. Did I just bump my camera? Yep. Mr. Bob got an A. Bob, 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 Bob. There we go. All right. Oh, what happened to my sticker here? I lost my sticker, but luckily I know what this is. I have $18 on Man-Thing Volume 2, number 1. Very high grade on D. Actionic gets the second. Right there. We have giant size Man-Thing, the Blob. That is a mid to high grade in Mylar. G. I got some high grade bronze horror for you. Man-Thing 22. 21. 18. 14. Again, you could streamline this. You could just say claim all the Man-Thing. 13. Beautiful 12. Awesome. All right, then we have all the Adventure into Fear, which is the Morbius run. Again, you could streamline this and say claim all of Fear. 29, 28, 25, 123. I always liked that cover. And then I've got, it's not Morbius, but 4, 2, and 1. Cool. That's not something I get too much. And it's all going to Mr. Tom. All right, what do we got next? Strange Tales 168 is the final issue. This is a mid-grade copy. Final issue. I also have a Strange Tales 166 high grade. First Voltorb on B. Beautiful looking book. 156, first appearance of Zom. Great cover too. Mid-grade on D. 148, first appearance of Kalu. It's also the origin of the Ancient One. Mid-grade H. All right, we have Mr. Baker on D. Kalu's gone. First appearance of Jasper Stillwell. This is mid to high grade right there. It's issue 144. This one's not a key, but it's a nice copy. Real nice copy. 137. I have a low grade one for like $5, but it's at my antique shop, unfortunately. Tom got E. I'll put up in this place the second appearance of Shield. It's about a 4.5, 136. Thank you, Tom. Tom, you got a sexy pile right here, I gotta say. Penguin. Beatball, what book are you claiming? Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. I always forget to say that. First cover of Clea, 133. It's about a 5. B. Maybe a little better than that. 128. First appearance of Demonicus. That is actually a really nice copy. That is mid verging to high grade on H. Here is a low grade second appearance of Dormammu, second appearance of Clea, first battle of Doctor Strange and Dormammu, first Eye of Agamotto, and Cloak of Levitation on A. 127. Thanks, Mr. Marsh. Oh, first full appearance of Nightmare. That is just high grade. For some reason, I did not peg that to get graded. I absolutely want to get that graded if that does not go to that. It was so high grade, I thought it was a reprint the first time I saw it. Pretty cool. 118, first cover of Doctor Strange, first appearance of the Orb of Agamotto. That is a mid-grade copy, well-presenting mid-grade copy. Boom. Strange Tales 116. First appearance of the Book of Vishanti. The thing looks really weird on that cover. Second appearance of Wong. Second appearance of Nightmare on I. Mr. Marsh. Norn Rad, the final issue of Strange Tales. Thank you. Anybody need the link? Estimated grade on A, it's about a 3. Strange Tales 106. First appearance of Acrobat, it's about a 4. Getting nice and early there. Tales of Suspense, 79, low grade, about a 4. First appearance of the Cosmic Cube, $20. I told you I was excited about this box. Brave and the Bold, 43, first appearance of the Manhawks. Mid-grade, but presents very well in Mylar on G. Esmeralda, Cosmic Cube. Mr. Rat, G. Brave and the Bold, 59. First Batman and Green Lantern team-up issue. It's also the first appearance of the Time Commander. Mid to low grade, G for Green Lantern. High grade, Brave and the Bold, 66. First Metamorpho team-up. Pardo. Rat. This is not a key. It is just high grade. Batman and the Flash. Nice team up there. 67. $20. Whenever I get this book in, I always do a double take because I just can't believe how cheap it is. This might be one of DC's most underpriced books there is. It's Batman, Brave and the Bold 78. First appearance of Copperhead, and it's a cover appearance. And they say like the absolute high is $50. What? And this is a beautiful mid-grade copy for just a $20 bill. I don't really get that one, but that's okay. We have a new name, Mr. Paul McGuigan. Paul McGuigan. Paul McGuigan, make sure you fill out the link. This will be how I invoice you after the show. Thanks again. You got, what's it, A, B, and D. Man, nobody wants a Ghost Rider 29. $300. This next book is one that I recently discovered that, oh my gosh, I love the cover. So I'm just going to show you this. It's Brave and the Bold 72. You have a gigantic space battle of like a giant specter fighting a phantom version of Flash on, I guess, the moon. Someone brought their artwork here. That's a beautiful mid to high on D. Next up, Swamp Thing #2, first appearance of the Unmen. The second appearance of Swamp Thing and first Patchwork Man, a mid to high grade copy on B. Number 4, a mid grade copy on A. And a possible 9698 candidate, number 6 on H. Actually, you know what, guys? I rarely do this. I'm grading this myself. I've let too many good books slip by without getting them graded. I gotta do it. All right, Everett Lee, gotta be nice. Everett, where is your file? There you go. All right. There's another one. Give you guys a minute on this one. Brave and the Bold, issue 80, first Hell Grammet. Neil Adams, very high grade, gradable candidate. And a key. Another one, 81, Neil Adams, Brave and the Bold, 81, mid to high, in Mylar. 95, Neil Adams, very high grade, B. Blue. And blue again. I got another gradable here. Anniversary issue 100 on G. 101, mid high. 103, high. 104, very high. John Crane, nice. Uncle Lou, nice. Brave and Bold, 114, B. Brave and the Bold, 82, Neil Adams and Origin of Ocean Master, G. Mid-grade 84, D. And 89, E. Pardo. '87. Wonder Woman team up, high grade, another Dead Man. F. Neil Adams, of course. And then I have the first Dead Man Batman team up, high grade, on G. Johnny. Tower Shadows number 1. First appearance of Digger, signed on the first page by Jim Steranko. Tower of Shadows number 2. It's high grade bronze, baby. High grade bronze. Everybody's favorite. Bronze horror. High grade bronze number 3, Tower of Shadows. And number 5. Monster covers. Paul got D. Tom got P. N, G, N, E, and I. All the talent. All right. First appearance of Lobo. We have a high grade with a couple spine ticks near that staple. Mega Man 3. And Mylar D. Here we've got first appearance of Son of Satan, Ghost Rider number 2, mid to high grade. Wow, that value is down. Holy smokes. Palfrey got a D. First Red Skull, Johann Schmidt in the Silver Age. That is a mid to high grade. That might be a gradable copy there, folks. I want to send it off. Ghost Rider, 5, mid-grade. Ghost Rider, first Danny Ketch, near mint to mint. I'm sending it off if it doesn't go. Silver Surfer, the 2-issue limited series from Epic. I got the complete thing at prices to $30, so of course we're doing 20. Here we got a mid-grade Silver Surfer number 7 and 15, which is a classic Human Torch versus Silver Surfer. Deacon. Esmeralda. You also got E. Paul. All right. Classic cover right there. That's actually a pretty darn nice copy. 14 is the number on H. I also have 12 mid-grade and 9 mid-grade and 11, but this is super high grade, and I kind of want to grade it on B. Esmeralda D. Thorn E. Axionic. That's a nice one. Number 10, mid-grade. Number 6, mid-grade. Number 5, which was the Alley Award winner and first appearance of Al Harper, mid-grade D. Why is there a Batman Dead Man in high grade still there on F? Someone get that out of here. Horn just did a Silver Surfer sweep. All right, sweet deal. Avengers 28. First appearance of the Collector, and Hank Pym becomes Goliath. Mid to low grade on B. About a 5.5. Then we have our first and second appearance of Ravonna Renslayer, 23 and 24. D. And then we have 18, which is not a key, but it's a sharp copy. It's going to be down there on G. And 36 on H. And 35 on I. Both H and I are mids. And again, that is a bundle of 23 and 24 on D. It's not just the one, it's both. All right, some Bronze Age Swamp Thing, 30 center, number 24, mid to high, 21, mid to high. Here's Justice Machine, number 1. Grim Knight, number 1. What the heck is that? Classic Hulkbuster versus Hulk battle. First appearance of Dexter Miles, curator of the Flash Museum. That's a $50 on I. I have the first cameo of the Living Tribunal, mid-grade on J. Tom got a B, Zamboni got an E. I don't know why we have a 20 center still up here. That's a nice copy. All right, where are we? Thorne picked up a J, whereas Thick got a B. Thorne. Mr. Henderson, nice claim. Bob, that is a 6.5. I also have The Marriage of Elongated Man and Sue Dibney. Same thing there. I have a high grade romance. And actually, you can see that the guy I bought it from had it for 50. I'm doing it for 40. Teenage Love, another Charlton 12 center. Pardon me. Let's do first appearance of Jack Knight, Starman. First appearance of Hyena and selected Pixel mid to high, Firestorm 4. Kevin C is the first meeting of Doc Strange and Ghost Rider. It's a $30 high, and this is high, and we're just doing it for 20. Tom got A, that's old news. Bob got an I. Nice, Bob. Kevin got the first Jack Knight. Give me a second, folks. I have Nomads, first solo series, near mint, and the second solo series, which is the first Andrea Sturman. So it's a bundle. Claim A again. Tom, nice. I wish you guys could see Tom's pile. It is impressive. All right, let's see. I have a coverless first appearance of Hercules and Zeus. $20, coverless. Was that Journey into Mystery Annual #1? There you go. Origin of Ant-Man and the Wasp, $35 high. Here's a mid-grade Marvel feature, 8 for 15. First appearance of Dr. Nemesis in the final panel, 15 again on I. Here's a 1958 mid-grade 10 center, $15. Tom. And A. Axionic on J. You know what? I've actually got a bunch of 10 centers here, all ranging from 10 to $15. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 of them. If you just say claim 10 centers, I'll give you 1 for free. I'm not even going to put it up. All right. Another Star Trek book and record set on I. There you go. Tom gets the 10 centers. Let's give you that for free. I'm going to give you another book for free, Tom. Thank you, Tom. All right. And I've showed this once before. This is a postcard signed by Noel Neal, the original Lois Lane. That is on A. All right, I think I got to show you guys this. This is actually crazy. I think this is the most volume claimed in a single claim sale. So, Tom had already started a short box with me. Okay. That short box just turned into a long box, which he just filled, and he's got another short box almost filled. Tom, needless to say, I'm gonna slip a couple extra goodies because I've never had anyone surpass a long box. That's really cool. So you're gonna get some free stuff. Cool. That may have happened once or twice before. I honestly I don't remember. Now I'm really scared. Honestly, a lot of your stuff today was like 4s and 5s, so I think you're doing okay. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fill the wall. First Superman Red. Now we got a full wall. Well, if anyone wants to do a full wall, Obsessed has done it. Has he gone over a long box? Actually, you know what? I think he has. I think Mikey is reminding me. I think he actually has surpassed a long box. That is pretty cool. So maybe it has happened once or twice before. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, Robert Hubbard's going to get that one. Nice. That was all the books that I brought today to sell. So we are going to switch gears, and this is going to become a slab sale. The only tricky thing, depending on how big your pile is and the sort of the box that I'm able to ship in, most of the time the slab is not able to ship with the raws. It's a different size, it's a different animal. Sometimes I can, but if you got too many raws, it doesn't work with a slab. Does that make sense? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did last week. If you get a slab, you're going to get free shipping. And even if the slab has to go as a separate, you at least will get that slab at free shipping. All right. Comic Home, yes, please. You have to fill it out once per show. And give me a second, guys. I'm running a little slowly today. All right, cool beans. So I'll give you one. This is our final raw of the night. If you're done, that's cool. You can just watch us sell some slabs. If you want to keep going, that's cool too. All right. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Comic Con, you have one book in here? Yes. You have the Silver 14. You only have to fill the link out once. What's the condition of I? It is a mid-grade book and record set. Maybe mid to low. FYI, I am not claiming that wall. Okay. Panarico just got one. Boink. Marcus got H. Oh my gosh, it's already 3:30. I thought it was like 2:30 or something. That's crazy. All right, we are 3.5 hours into the show, and for the first time in 3.5 hours is the first time a book didn't sell. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. We sold basically everything I had to bring today. So let me go get some slab boxes for you folks. All right. Batgirl number 1. First appearance of the Unburied. It's a 1 in 25 variant. I'm going to do 10% off and free shipping. First appearance of Gabriel and Sarah Stacy, which is the absolutely ridiculous Goblin twins. Remember, she has some kids with Norman Osborn. This is 1 or 2 on the census, the incredibly scarce newsstand. Now, it's $250, but I lowered it to $200 because it's got a little chip on the corner there. So that's $50 off if you want to take it. That should protect you if you want to do a reholder on that, okay? Tom's grabbing a slab, too. In addition to everything, he's getting slabs. Nice. Amazing Spider-Man 250. John Romita Jr. cover 9/8 white. That's another one I'm going to do 10% off and free shipping on. Amazing Spider-Man 229. Nothing can stop the Juggernaut. 9/8 white. 10% off. Free shipping. ASM 123. Luke Cage. Aftermath of the whatchamacall, Death of Gwen. 200. I'll do 10% off and free shipping. Classic Todd McFarlane cover, All-Star Squadron number 47, the incredibly scarce Canadian price variant. I'll do 10% off and free shipping. All-Star Squadron 25, First Infinity Inc., signed by the creator Roy Thomas, and I'll do 10% off with free shipping. We sold a couple rolls of this tonight. First appearance of the second Bloodsport, 9/8 white on A. Absolute Martian Manhunter number 1, the 1 in 25. I'll do 10% off and free shipping. Absolute Green Lantern 1, the 1 in 100. I'll do 10% off and free shipping. Blue Beetle number 1. And I'll do 10% off and free shipping. But I'm only going to do this if stuff is still continuing to move. So let's see. We had one slab claim, but then we went quiet. Again, take advantage of the whole free shipping and 10% off. That's pretty good, man. That basically equates to 20% off for a bunch of this. Henrico's going to take a J. Let me see if I have any more. Well, I know I do. All right. What do I got for you guys? I have a 1 in 50 foil, first appearance of a White Adam, Black Adam number 2, and I'll do 10% off with free shipping on J. Andy, that is the first appearance of the second Bloodsport. He is actually a white supremacist, and one of my favorite 90s comics of all time is their blood match between Bloodsport number 1 and number 2. That was a really cool arc. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, I'll give you guys 1 minute on this wall, and then we'll do a refresh. All right, I'm actually just going to clear it now. I sense that it's not going to move. That's good enough for me. All right. All right, next up. 10% off the price shown. For example, here's the Batman Ash Can of 159. So it's 10% off of 60 and free shipping. Free shipping within the US, I should clarify. Batman 158 Hush Part 2. I'll do 10% off. That is the 1 in 50 variant. 10% off and free shipping. Here's all the variants I have of 158, which is Hush Part 2. I'll do 10% off and free shipping. I forgot I had these. Batman New 52, number 1, the variant that everyone forgets exists. This is a significantly more valuable variant than the regular number 1, and I think looks infinitely better in a brand new CBCS slab, and I'm doing 10% off with free shipping. My final copy left, remember I had like 12 of these? First, Deacon Blackfire. Colt, number 1, 9/8 white. There you go. Iconic Nightwing versus Batman issue. Free shipping, and I'll do it for $90. First appearance of the Gargoyle of Gotham, Batman 477. And again, I'll take 10% off with free shipping. And let's do one more. If I don't sell anything, I think we'll go ahead and wrap this up. I actually have 2 of these. Batman 452, first appearance of Barbados, as well as whatchamacall, a nod to and a precursor to Batman Who Laughs, actually, all the way back in 1990, Batman 452. Penguin will do an H. Thank you, Penguin. I've got another Batman here. 212. It's actually the last 12-cent issue. And that'll 10% off means it's $90 with free shipping. I think I do have like 1 left. Yeah, here we go. I think this is the last one I got. First appearance of Lady White, Zatanna, number 1, the foil. I have no room for it, though, so if you want it, it's yours. Wow, that's the last of my Deacon Blackfire. That's like the end of an era right there. That's crazy. Thanks. Tom actually is going to take Zatanna. You got it, Tom. Let me see if I have another one. This is a cool one. This was actually a non-payer. Someone bought this book at a slab sale and then just disappeared on me. First appearance of the Adversary, and that is tough to find in a newsie to get the full 9/8 white. There you go at 200. There you go. 10% off, free shipping. So it's 10% off of the slab and free shipping for what I claim today. Again, I will explain one more time. The slabs almost always cannot be shipped with the raws. The slabs are a separate animal and will be shipped separately. Unless you only got like a little stack of books, I can sneak it in the box, but we have to think of it as a completely separate thing. I did preface this sale by saying that, but I'll say it again. What is F? First Gargoyle of Gotham. Gargoyle Gotham. First appearance, 9/8 white. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. I want to make sure I'm not getting anyone's hopes up. But sometimes I'm able to ship some stuff with it, but we'll see. All right, Batman. All right, I'm going to do one more refresh for you guys. I'm just trying to keep it. I'm doing it. I sort it alphabetically. 477. Okay. 600. Okay. Man, that didn't move again. Okay. Exactly. All right, I'm going to give you one more wall refresh. All right, first full appearance of Ultimate Wolverine. I have a bunch of 1 in 50 Del Auto variants. We're going to do them all free shipping with 10% off. I've got a few of them. I got to write a new sticker for this one. It's falling apart. But first appearance for Pretenders, Transformers, 9/8 white on D. And first appearance of Jetfire, 150 on E, which is Transformers 11. And I'll give you a couple more to chew on. Here, I'll give you guys a big one even. 10% off, free shipping. First appearance of Red Hulk with a custom label. Absolutely gorgeous. That's the most valuable of all the variants of that from 2008 Hulk 1. 10% off, free shipping. 1999, the Wizard with COA Phantom Menace special. That's pretty darn cool. Again, 10% off, free shipping. Rare 0 Hour logo. I had already lowered this from 150 to 100, now to 75, and we're doing 10% off on A. I'm going to give you one more book. A 7/0 first appearance of Infant Terrible, $240, but you can take it at 10% off with free shipping. And I'm going to give you guys a minute, and then we are signing off, and I get to start the invoicing. All right. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. I should be able to do another expensive big boy book If not next weekend, the weekend after. I will try. Today was a big emphasis on cheap stuff, which is cool. Bob, believe it or not, it takes a long time to get all this stuff rebagged and boarded and priced. And I've got a lot going on in the beginning of this week. So if I can get it done by this either Wednesday or Thursday of this week, I will do it. It literally just depends on how many boxes. I always need to have, to do a successful claim sale, I have to have 4 finished, rebagged and boarded and priced boxes. Otherwise, it's going to be a flop of the sale. So I gotta just, I gotta see, you know? All right, brother. Love y'all. Here's the link if you need it one last time. I'll see you later and have a wonderful night.